Hey everybody, I'm going to be doing a review of the Jungle Book on Laserdisc. Now, I do have other versions of the movie on VHS, including the revised 30th edition Jungle Book, but there's something to be said for the difference in the box art here. Now, the Jungle Book was one of my favorites growing up. And I'm sure that a lot of you have watched it yourself. And with the release of the coming up on the April the 15th, I'm eagerly awaiting to see what they've redone with this. Now then, um, one of my favorite characters, Blue the Bear, is now going to be voiced by Bill Murray. So I'm going to be eager to see what he does. Now, a little bit about the movie, since not all of you may have seen it or some of you may not know there was an original by Disney. Now, there have been tons, and I mean tons, of remakes and other editions that people have done throughout the years. There's been TV shows, there's been so many other adaptations, but this movie, the one by Disney, was produced in 1967, and even further back, the original story was created in 1894 by Rudyard Kipling. One interesting fact is his father was the original illustrator on the book. And there's a belief that this was actually created for his daughter. Now, his daughter passed away, I believe, at the age of 6. So this would have been a very personal thing for him. Now, the Jungle Book is not one story. It's a whole bunch of stories. And that's something that I didn't realize. Now, I would have read this when I was a lot younger. But speaking of death, Walt Disney, this was the last movie that he worked on personally because he died during production, which is kind of sad as it was the 19th feature feature film that Disney has been part of. Now, one thing that they did get wrong with this, apparently the main character they pronounce as Mowgli, and it's actually Mowgli, Mauglee. Apparently, the family, the family was a little bit upset and never forgave him for mispronouncing that. Anyway, when Walt Disney actually took this to the story creators, he said, you know, pretty much, here's the book, but we're going to create our own story out of it. And that's what we get right now, is this. Now, one other thing that I found interesting with this movie is, unlike a lot of the other movies that have come out from Disney, this one, they took a very active role in trying to be a little bit more politically correct. The character of King Louie, who is a monkey, was originally going to be voiced as a singing voice by Louis Armstrong, who is a very famous jazz singer, and they decided to go a different direction because they felt that it would be construed as racist. Now, I know a lot of you go, wait, there have been a lot of racist moments in Disney productions, and this seemed to be one of the first where they've tried to move away from that. And I gotta admit, the King Louie was one of my favorite characters as well. Blue in King Louie. Now, years later, a TV show called Tailspin came out, and which featured predominantly Blue and King Louie as two of the main characters. Blue becomes a pilot and flies a seaplane. And King Louie owns a very hot restaurant or pub of some sort on an island. But it was nice to see those characters come back. I always appreciated that. That was one of the reasons why I was always drawn to that. And I'm hoping that they can get back and create a new TV series using these two characters at least. Now that the Jungle Book is coming out, like I said, on the 15th. I do recommend, if you haven't watched this one, to watch it before going to see the new version. I will be going to see it myself. I'm kind of interested to see what they do with it. Now, a couple of things that I was just reading about with the new movie is that they're using a mix between puppeteers and visual effects, motion captured visual effects. Now, there is a whole host of characters that are coming out that have been subtly changed. The snake that's not actually on here. It's sorry. Anyway, it was a male character. Now it's being changed to a female character. Read that as you will. I sort of found that that was an interesting choice to change, given the history of snake characters. Anyway, that was a conscious change that they made. The scenery apparently in the new movie was taken straight from these beautiful locations and then just animated. Now, I have seen a lot of these movies like the BFG and the other stuff that are coming out over the next little while that just look, they've gone away from this sort of ink drawing and paint fill look, and now we're getting into the very gritty and realistic graphics. And while that works on a lot of things, it would be nice to sort of see something go back and find its roots. But I'm sure that they've done a great job with this the new movie, and I am very eager to go and watch it. And I highly recommend that you guys go and watch them too. Now, if you don't have a Laserdisc player, they do actually have these either on VHS or on Blu-rays and on DVDs and other things. So one way, and you can probably find it on Netflix or one of those other streaming series services. By all means, definitely watch it. This is actually one of my favorite parts of the whole movie, where Blue and King Louie get into it and start singing and dancing together. So, guys and girls, enjoy yourself. And I hope you go enjoy it. And let me know in the comments below what you think of either the old movie or the new one. And if you think that one is better than the other.